Yo, what's good, everybody, man? You know who it is, T Sween, and I'm back with another banger for you all. Now, in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a breakdown of the best badges in each category for each build. You see what I'm saying? Now, that means like a guard. If you have a shooting guard, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the best badges in each category that you should most definitely be having, and then the ones that you know you could beg to differ and you could choose which ones you want between. If that makes sense to you all, there's badges that you most certainly need, and then there's some badges that hey, you could put on if that's what fits your play style. All of these badges I'm gonna be going through to you all and stuff all depends on your play style, but I'm gonna be showing you at least which ones are the best in each category. We can go ahead and we're gonna get started right over here in the finishing section. Now this is my 5'8" point guard, demigod, the best point guard build on the game. He only gets fast twitch, pro touch, and putback ball, so it's a little bit hard for me to tell you all much about finishing badges with this player. I just put on fast twitch bronze, because I get the one finishing badge, which fast twitch is, one of the best finishing badges that there is, whether you're a finisher. Now, when it comes to shooting, this build, hey, there's no other build to show you shooting badges and how you should do them than with this build right here. I'm gonna start off with blinders. Everybody knows that blinders probably the most overpowered badge on 2K22, current or next gen, and the badges that I'm going to be going over with you all today do work for both current and next gen. They work the same. If you guys look, blinders, I got that on Hall of Fame, and that's a must. If you can get it on Hall of Fame, get it on Hall of Fame. If you can't, at least get it as high as you possibly can for your player. Circus Threes. Now, if you look at Circus Threes, it says step back threes taken off the dribble, receive a boost. I'm not really much of a step back guy. I do a lot of fades and drifters and stuff like that. Sometimes some runners. So I'm not really the type to go tap square, and then once you tap square, hey, you're in a shot whether you want to be or not. So it's a little hard for me. So I decided not to use Circus Threes. But if you are a step back person that likes to tap that square before taking a shot or do other type of step back threes, Circus Threes is an overpowered badge, and if that is your playstyle, I highly recommend you using Circus Threes. Now, Deadeye, I'm not gonna lie, Deadeye used to be that A1 badge, man. If you got Deadeye, you could dang near pump fake, let the person contest and shoot it in their face and still make it whenever Deadeye had first came out. But Deadeye's fallen off over the years, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I put Deadeye on gold. It's not a detrimental badge to me. I don't have Green Machine on. I feel like that's another badge that's fallen off over the years. You have to hit consecutive greens in order to, activate this badge, and I rarely see it pop up. So I just stopped using it. Now, lucky number 7. If you're out on the break, as soon as the possession starts type of guy, this badge right here is overpowered. If you can get this badge on Hall of Fame, this lucky number 7 badge right here will take your dude to another level. You'll do stuff that seems magical to your dude's capabilities within those first 7 seconds if you have this badge activated. Now, set shooter, that's more if you're a popper or something of that sort, or even if you're just a setter, if you guys run a 5 out in the rec or whatever the case may be for your team, like I said, badges fit your play style. So if you're a set shooter, I highly recommend you get set shooter and stuff like that. Set shooter, limitless spotter, corner specialist, sniper, stuff like that for a popper or a set shooter or corner spot up, whatever you guys want to call it. Now, stop and pop, I felt was very detrimental to the way that I play. Left to righting, going around screens or whatever the case may be when I'm ISOing. Stopping and popping is basically what I do. Quick stops, speed boost into quick stops. So I felt like that was a very detrimental badge, and I put it on Hall of Fame, and I'm loving it. This is one of the best badges to me. It's a new badge, actually. I've never seen stop and pop before. I've seen pick and popper and stuff like that, but this is a new badge to me. Boost shot rating on standstill 3-pointers after dribbling. Then you'll see catch and shoot. Once again, if you're a popper or a spot up, you definitely got to have catch and shoot on as high as you possibly can, to be honest. Whenever I'm grinding my shooting badges in the Chris Brickley workouts, I put catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. I literally let the computer bring the ball up the court, spot up on the wing, call for the ball from them, and just pull up green every time with catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. So I know that that badge is valid. You know, if I was a popper with this build, or you know, I actually on my big man build, I have catch and shoot as high as it can go. You know, now clutch shooter, one of those badges you should not be wasting badge points on. You do not need clutch shooter. You know, like that's the type of badge that if they allowed us to change badges in the middle of the game, and it's the fourth quarter and we're down 3 or something like that, I'd hurry up and go change clutch shooter on Hall of Fame. You know, but why waste badge points on a clutch shooter badge? So don't even worry about that badge this year, y'all. We can go ahead and X that out. Difficult shots. Now, if you're a play shot, it's completely up to you. If you got the extra badges and you feel like you can risk not getting all these badges that I'm going to be telling you about and that I have told you about already that are detrimental and that do matter, get difficult shots. If you want to shoot middies and green them more consecutively, I guess, but you're not going to miss midi drifters anyway, so I do not feel like you should waste a badge on difficult shots. Now, hot zone hunter, I'm not going to lie, I am like wishy-washy with hot zone hunter. Everyone likes it, and I think it's a very, you know, awesome badge. If you're a pick and popper or something like that, or you have hot zones everywhere, check your hot zone charts. If you have hot zones everywhere, then hey, I highly recommend that you get hot zone hunter, and you will definitely hit more consecutively in your hot zones for sure. Now for me, I have a 99 three ball, and I'm left to right and going around the pointer all the time. You know, I don't know my hot zones, I don't check them that often, but I'm sure they differ from hot to cold, you know, or they might all be hot up there, or who knows. So I feel like if I'm gonna hit my shots, I'm gonna hit my shots. So I don't think hot zone hunter was something that was gonna help me out, but I went ahead and put it on gold because I've been seeing a lot of videos of people saying that hot zone hunter is like something that's actually really needed, especially to collaborate with like sniper and stuff like that. You'll get more greens than you actually think you would. Now if you look, Mismatch Expert, that's a new badge that just came out this year on 2K22, and I'm gonna personally tell you, with me being a 5'8" baller, after forcing the switch, a player with this badge will have more success when shooting over the taller defender, and that could not be more true to what this badge does. Everybody's a taller defender to my 5'8" build, so this badge literally activates almost every time I take a shot, and I'm not gonna lie, I hit almost everything, like crazy things. I do miss a lot, you know, why not? Hey, I take crazy stuff just because I'm like, oh, I got a 99 three ball, all these Hall of Fame badges and stuff, I should be making everything. So, you know, I take some crazy stuff, but for the most part, man, if I'm playing smooth, rhythmic basketball, man, this badge activates and it's GG's from there. Don't worry about slippery off the ball, unless you guys are running freaking comp, NBA, Pro-Am or something, you guys got a whole playbook. I would not be wasting time on slippery off ball or volume shooter, anything like that. Unless you're in my career, volume shooter, you know, doesn't matter. Volume shooter just means as you accrue more shots, you know, you're more shooting, you know, you'll get a little bit more consecutive, I guess. Why waste badge points on that? Now, Chef, another new badge. I love Chef. I'm not gonna lie to you. This gives you more range off the dribble, pretty much. That's what it's saying. Like, limitless off the dribble is pretty much what Chef is. Gives a boost to the range that a player can effectively shoot off the dribble 3-point attempts. You know, I come down, do my little size up, and then, hey, do a speed boost here or there. You know, maybe do a backspin or something like that. And that's an off the dribble shot. And that means I could do it more effectively with this badge. I put it on Hall of Fame. If I could backspin and shoot from a further distance thanks to this badge, I'm definitely going to be using that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move on to corner specialist. You're a popper, you already know. Everybody knows about corner specialist, man. Get this as high as you can if you're a corner spotter. Fade ace. I'm not going to lie to you all, man. At the beginning, before I knew about the Chris Brickleys for badges, I went ahead and was in my career using fade ace on Hall of Fame, catching the ball and shooting post fades every single play. The AIs don't guard it, and if they do, they don't get a very high percent contest, so it was green even before I got any shooting badges. You know, I was green in the fade, so as I got shooting badges, I just kept putting it on fade ace, and I greened more fades and more fades, you know, and that's how I got my shooting badges from my big man. Now, Limitless Spotter. Everyone says, you know, this is basically like the limitless range badge this year, so I put it on Hall of Fame, you know. I don't like the whole limitless spotter part of it. It makes me think that I have to be, you know, a catch and shooting or something like that, but we don't know, you know, until Mike Wang releases a statement on his badge. I like it, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on because to me that's limitless range. So I'll go ahead and put that on Hall of Fame. Now, rhythm shooter, that says shots taken after sizing up your opponent. Now, I just told you I come down and do a size up almost every time. So from time to time, I'll go put this badge on gold or something of that sort. And you know, I try it out. You know, I can record all of my gameplay. So eventually, I'm gonna go back and see. You know, hey, how was I playing when I had rhythm shooter? How was I playing when I didn't? And stuff like that, and I'll be able to tell whether I play better or hit more consistent with rhythm shooter on and something else off or something like that. And that's the type of stuff I do to become a better player. I pay attention to the badges that I'm using and all that stuff. I play with my badges in between games and all that. Now, sniper, that's my favorite shooting badge this year. I'm not gonna lie to you all. Sniper allows you to hit earlys and lates pretty much, man. I got this on Hall of Fame. I'm not gonna lie, I release horribly sometimes, and I'm still hitting everything, especially with this 5.8 build, with this 99 3 ball and everything like that. I'm cash money records from the 9.9, and that is not cap. We're gonna go ahead over to playmaking. Now, you can ignore my playmaking badges and the style that I want. I do mine because, like I said, I do my badges based upon my play style and how I play, the things my team needs at certain times, and you know the things they may not at certain times. You know, I like ankle breaker. I feel like ankle breaker actually works this year. You get a lot of stumbles and stuff like that. At first I didn't have it. I haven't used ankle breaker in years. I never really liked ankle breaker, but I put it on this year, and it basically works how Space Creator has worked in the past couple years. You know how Space Creator used to just be able to do that hezzy backwards or any type of snatch back or snatch back or step back, and it'll have the guy stumbling and their Space Creator badge will pop up. That's pretty much what Ankle Breaker does for you this year. Space Creator, I mean, probably does collaborate with that to make them start stumbling and get ankle breakers and stuff like that, but for the most part, I feel like Ankle Breaker is actually a good badge this year. Bullet Passer is probably the most important playmaking badge, hands down. You cannot pass the ball at a fast rate without Bullet Passer, and it's ridiculous this year. I've never seen anything like it. Your dude's gonna pass the ball like shit. I don't care if you got 99 pass accuracy. If you don't have Bullet Passer on, he's still gonna be passing it. So, and I think that's a bit dumb, but hey, you gotta have that badge on. So go ahead and waste your playmaking badges on Bullet Passer because you have to. Floor general, if you're a pure playmaker, this is something that you might be able to do if that's what you want to do. I personally don't think it's a useful badge at all. I would not use floor general. Your brain should be the floor general badge for you. I don't think you need that. Now, hyperdrive, this I feel like in a 3v3 or 5v5 setup should be used. Everybody's been so hype about this badge. Oh, you can do moves faster. Yeah, only when you're attacking down the court. Not once you get in a half-court setup. It's once you're attacking down the court. So I tend to leave it off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I'll put it on, like if I'm in the rec center or something like that, so I could come down and split through all the freaking triple teams that people try to put on me because I dropped so many points with this guy. Now, quick chain, you definitely want quick chain. A player with this badge can quickly put together a series of moves while sizing up their opponent. That's everything you're going to be doing in a half-court set. So you're definitely going to need quick chain. Special delivery, when you're getting your playmaking badges in the Chris Brickley's or my career or something like that, and you need more success throwing alley-oops, or if you have a team with slashers and paint beasts and stuff like that, and you guys are going to be throwing lobs, I highly recommend special delivery. This does make your success rate for alley-oops actually a lot higher, to be honest. Now, triple threat juke, that's a new badge. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I haven't tried it much. I can get it on Hall of Fame. I just haven't tried it at all. I had it on like bronze for 2 days, but no, I didn't see anything with it or anything of that sort. So, speeds up the triple threat moves when trying to blow by the defender, raising the likelihood of freezing your opponent. I might have to try that badge out. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I do catch the ball sometimes and do a couple of jabs or throw the ball behind my back. I want to see if that badge on Hall of Fame makes me like glitchy, like OP out of the triple threat. That'll be funny. That'll be a nice video. Now, bailout. Hey, if you're one of those guys that just has to go up for a shot every time you touch the ball, and you know you're going to be passing out of a shot or a layup, or you feel like you got to dunk on people a lot because you got a 99 drive and dunk, you definitely want to bail out, or you're going to be throwing the ball out of bounds and stuff like that. Dimer, I don't feel like Dimer's significant this year unless you got a guy that needs a little bit of help on his shooting rate, and yeah, then you can put on Dimer to help him hit some good shots. Glue hands. I actually see a lot of people with this badge on. It's so you don't throw erratic passes after catching, or you don't, stumble with the ball a lot. I mean, I recommend it if you get enough playmaking badges. Go ahead and put that on, but I will not be using glue hands. I just feel like there's more badges that I can actually put higher to make me a better player than to put on glue hands. You know, once you're putting on badges like that, it's kind of like you're trying to help your own decision making. Just make good decisions, and you won't need glue hands. Now, needle threader. Definitely, if you guys are passers, you like getting assists all the time, definitely go ahead and put on needle threader and be a dimer. Now, quick first step is definitely a must. You have to have quick first step this year if you want to go ahead and do that left to right, and you're seeing everybody doing all the calm guards and everything that are doing all these glitchy backspins and boosting out of it. You definitely want quick first step. Stop and go. I do a lot of stopping, going. I tend to catch the ball or take someone down to the corner, and I'll dribble back, stop, and then boom, go back to the corner and stuff like that. So I put stop and go Hall of Fame. Now, I am not the type to sit here and be looking up at the top right of my screen to see what badges are activating, but I definitely recommend stop and go if you guys, are trying to kill people. You see my badge setup. Put these badges right here if you want to be a super fast, glitchy guard that gets yourself open for shots. You know, I'm not the best with dribble combinations, but hey, I'm getting there. I'm not gonna lie. I usually play big or like a spot up shooter or I just come down and do one move, snatch you or something like that, and I spray. I've always been a shooting build. This year I'm trying to get into my ISO bag and stuff like that, expand my boundary. So I definitely recommend that you get unpluckable as high as you possibly can. This year is defense dominant as hell. I've never seen anything like it. So I definitely recommend that you get unpluckable as high as you possibly can. Now, break starter, if you're a big man or something of that sort, I definitely suggest that you get break starter. When you're grabbing those rebounds, your dude will literally dot that mug up the court easy, or to whoever you're trying to pass it to, or even if you L1 R1, he's getting it up the court. There won't be no goofy pass, but if you don't have break starter, it's going to be a big time goofy pass and probably a turnover for you. Now, downhill, if you have the extra playmaking badges, hey, why not get downhill? It definitely helps you get down court a lot faster. This badge does work, but I don't recommend it, honestly. If you wanted to get down the court a lot faster, you should have just put your speed up on your player. Now, handles for days needs to be on Hall of Fame. You guys already know how tired you can get sitting there spamming that right stick trying to get yourself open with dribble moves. You need to have handles for days as high as you can get it, so you guys not getting tired while you're dribbling. Post playmaker, I have this on my big man. Not gonna lie to you, I don't get very many playmaking badges on him anyways, so I put on post playmaker. This, when you're passing out of the post or after an offensive rebound, receivers are given a shot boost. It's even defensive rebound because it says when you're passing out of the post or after an offensive rebound. So when you're passing out of the post, man, it's giving them a shot boost, and it actually works. I got it as high as it can go on my dude, and hey, I dot people when I grab the board, and it goes in. Now, Space Creator, I love Space Creator. I've always loved it. I've loved Space Creator for a couple of years now. I think Space Creator is an awesome badge. This definitely makes people stumble when you do backwards hesitation, snatchbacks, anything to create space, any move that creates space, momentum crossovers, and stuff like that. This badge activates, man, and it gets you open a lot. And tight handles, hey, that helps with breaking down your defender if you're doing size ups, like a lot of the glitchy dribbling, trying to get your person off of you. Tight handles is a great go-to badge, and I do recommend tight handles if that's something that you want to do. Now, if you look at the defensive badges, ankle braces, I don't think you need that. I get 22 on this build. This is a 5'8" build, by the way, and these are all I get 22 defensive badges. He has a 99 still, and I think like a 90 perimeter defense. It's pretty high perimeter defense. Now, I've got my badges set with my pickpocket as high as it can go. You know, obviously you need pickpocket as high as it can go if you want to steal the ball. Obviously, pick people's pocket. People that have unpluckable and gold or Hall of Fame, you know, you're not stealing the ball from them if you don't have pickpocket. So I put that on Hall of Fame. I usually run ball stripper on Hall of Fame as well, but I'm a little bit too attention to detail, and it says strip layups or dunks near the basket. So you know, I'm not really in the paint too much, but my dude is little, and people do tend to try to take me to the paint. So I put a ball stripper on Hall of Fame most of the time, but I got it on gold right now, so I can try to at least, you know, strip them. I know I'm not blocking them, but I try to strip people when they do try to take me to the cup, and I'm actually pretty successful at doing that. I get a lot of steals with this player right here using these defensive badges that you see here. Now I put menace on because it says it drops their offensive abilities if good defense is being played. Now I'm always playing good defense, even if I'm getting the shit screened out of me because I'm little. I'm trying to get through the screens. You know, I'm playing good defense. I'm reaching on the right time. You know, I get a lot of fouls because this game all you gotta do is press square at the wrong time and it's a foul. It don't matter like if you're spamming. You know, usually if you spam, you're gonna get a reach or foul. But on this game, hey, you could have tapped it once. If you tapped it and the ball's in the wrong position, your dude's gonna go for the ball and it's gonna be a reach and foul, which is kind of annoying. But hey, make you play good defense or foul out, to be honest. And I kind of like it. Now, I also put on Hustler. When there's a loose ball, if you have on Hustler, he's gonna be gone. He's gonna be go for the ball. Like I feel like everybody's running this badge on like Gold or Hall of Fame, because I pick a lot of people's pockets and they still zoom and get the ball before me. So only way they could be doing that is with a Hustler. This badge improves the ability to beat opponents to lose balls. So you literally like, I put this on my big man on Gold, I believe, one game, and I caught the ball in the post and the dude ripped me like 2 or 3 times, and each time I do hurry up, zip back, grab the ball. He ripped me, grab the ball, rip me, grab the ball. Like the dude could not get to the ball after he ripped me. It was like hilarious. So I highly recommend Hustler if you can get that as well. Now ankle braces, if you don't want to get your ankles broken and you know you are able to get a lot of defensive badges, I would get ankle braces. I don't think you need defensive leader unless you know you're a big man and you just got 40 defensive badges and something to blow and you want to help your teammate out. I do like defensive leader, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now off ball pass, I've never used off ball pass in any of the years that they released this badge. It does seem like it's a bit more powerful this year, and I've thought about using it because it gives you animations to grab and hold your matchup and not get your ankles broken and stuff like that. Like, so I'm like, because on this game, when people get a rebound in the post and you know they're left, the right, and on the top of the key, and you're trying to stick with them, all they gotta do is throw the pass out to them, and it feels like it drags them way far away from you, and they get an easy shot. You can't keep up with them. So I feel like off-ball pass would honestly help out with that. If you can get it, I would say yes. But honestly, I don't run that badge, and you see my defensive badge setup. If you want the best badges for how many badges you have, and you have around the amount of badges I have here, I highly recommend you just go ahead and use the badges that you see me using here. Tireless Defender. If you don't have stamina, which is, I highly recommend you do have stamina in this game, and your dude gets tired a lot, you definitely want to use Tireless Defender. I have a 99 stamina, 99 speed, 99 acceleration, dang near everything on this guy, so I do not need the Tireless Defender badge. I'm not getting tired. Clamps, put clamps as high as you can. This is going to give you those friction zones and stuff, so guys aren't like just dribbling right past you and everything of that sort. Clamps is going to activate, and that's why it says right there, bumping or hip riding the ball handler, and that's what that's going to help you with. So they're not just dribbling right past you like, what, you tried to play defense, but your dude's just not getting any friction zones. Interceptor, I love Interceptor, I'm not going to lie to you. This gives you awesome animations when people are trying to pass the ball to course. Sometimes it'll make them pass the ball directly to you. Like, it won't even look like their person attempted to pass the ball to the person that was open. The ball will come straight to you. Like, what the heck, who are you even passing the ball to? Interceptor is definitely an overpowered defensive badge, and if you can get it, I highly recommend it as high as you can get it. Also, Pick Dodger. You guys know how cheesy everyone is, especially comp, even non-comp now. Everyone's using screens this year. I highly recommend, if you have enough defensive badges, to put Pick Dodger as high as you can so you can get through those screens and play defense, you know, and help your big man be able to get back on his man so he doesn't have to hedge so long for you. Alright, now I went ahead and switched over to my big man so I can get a little bit more into detail with some of the badges that you guys didn't see on the list with my guard. Now, if you look, back down Punisher, everybody knows about that. If you're trying to back people down, you definitely need back down Punisher. Fast Twitch, I think Fast Twitch is one of the most overpowered badges along with Limitless Takeover this year. Limitless Takeoff, I apologize. Fast Twitch and Limitless Takeoff are definitely probably the most overpowered finishing badges this year with Posterizer, of course, by far. You definitely want to have as high as you possibly can get them. Gold, Hall of Fame, hey, whatever it can, you'd want both of those badges as high as they possibly can go. If you're a big man and you're trying to be a paint beast, you definitely want back down Punisher as high as that can go. Post spin technician, hey, you're a paint beast, post square, that's what you're going to be doing down in the paint. Hey, you definitely want that. Now, if you're going to be a slasher or something like that, coming off the wing trying to catch lobs or something, you don't need a post spin technician. Putback boss, like I said, if you're one of those wing guys that are going to be slashing, cutting, or an ISO guard that's going to be dunking and stuff, or whatever the case may be, if you're playing rec or something, you could put putback boss, but I wouldn't waste this badge, waste badge points on that badge. Now, unstrippable, you definitely want unstrippable if you're a big man. You need unstrippable. Like I said before, defense is so dominant on this game. You definitely want to be able to, defend the ball and not get ripped. Dream Shake, don't even worry about it. Don't waste your badge points on Dream Shake. Unless you're post faking or you know how to use that badge. That's a badge that you gotta literally train yourself to use. Fearless Finisher, honestly, I'm very disappointed in Fearless Finisher. It was a lot more overpowered last year, and when they first came out with it. Now they've literally made it just to contact layups. So if you're trying to be a nice, nasty slasher and dunk on people, I don't see a need to get Fearless Finisher. Unless you get a lot of finishing badges, hey, why not? Go ahead and get Fearless Finisher so you can make both layups and posterize people. Lob City Finisher, if you're going for lobs, that's self-explanatory. If not, I don't see why you need Lob City Finisher. My people that I play with don't tend to throw me lobs a lot, so I don't really ever have Lob City Finisher on. I have it on right now just because, but usually I do not have this badge on because people are scared to throw lobs this year with that new meter and everything of that sort. Posterizer needs to be as high as it possibly can go if you're planning on being a slasher. Rise Up. Rise Up's my favorite big man badge. This right here, if you have Rise Up on, your dude's gonna literally rise up on everybody under the paint. In the paint, he's gonna try to dunk on people. He's gonna be doing nasty stuff. He's gonna be surprising you with quick drops and stuff like that. Drop Stepper, everybody knows how overpowered Drop Stepper is. It's been an overpowered badge for years now. If you can get Drop Stepper on Hall of Fame, you are gonna be a drop step demon. Not many people are gonna be able to stop you from doing a drop step. Grace Under Pressure is a new badge, but I really like this badge and I think it is slept on. It gives a boost to standing shots that happen close to the basket. So if there's a lot of traffic under there, you're literally going to have Grace Under Pressure and it's going to help you with close shots. Mouse in the House. Mouse in the House is actually a lot more powerful badge than what it usually is. If the person is smaller than you, even an inch or two, to be honest, Mouse in the House does activate a lot. And it actually does help out. Now, Pro Touch, I would never touch that badge. I'm not going to lie to you. Gives an extra boost, shot boost for having slightly early, slightly later, excellent shot timing on layups. Yeah, if you're a layup guy, why not? Go ahead, get Pro Touch. I guess you won't see me touching that, but if you want to get Pro Touch and Fearless Finisher and you want to be a layup guy, hey, why not? Now, Teardropper. I ain't gonna lie, you guys, floaters is one of the most overpowered things to do on this game. If you can figure out Teardropper, it actually will help you grind shooting badges a lot better. You can do teardrops a lot in my career and in the Chris Brickley workouts and get shooting badges. That's probably one of the easiest ways to grind shooting badges if you can figure out the floaters and get that Teardropper badge. You'll be dropping that thing, man. Then I'll go ahead and just let you guys look at how I have my big man shooting badges set. I'm not going to go too much into detail because this video is already sitting at, pretty long video. Playmaking, obviously I told you guys if you're a big man, hey, post Playmaker. I even put on Diamond for my guys. And then you'll see Break Starter and I got Bullet Passer as high as it possibly can go. Every player any build, no matter what, you want bullet passer as high as it possibly can go. It's a very detrimental shooting badge this year. Then you'll look at defense. This is how I had the defense set up with 35 defensive badges that I get from my big man. Hey, I set them up like this: chase down artists on gold. I recommend chase down artists on high as you possibly can get it, especially because you're going to be dealing with a lot of pick and roll situations where you're going to have to hedge or whatever the case may be for anybody. You need to be able to get back to the rim and block that shot. I've already told you guys about Interceptor and everything of that sort. Rebound Chaser, as high as it possibly can go. Your guy literally is going to be chasing rebounds if you have Rebound Chaser up. Worm, you're going to worm through people and stuff like that to get rebounds. You definitely want to have Worm. We got Box on here, boxing people out. It's all self-explanatory. Most of the defensive badges are, you know, self-explanatory badges. You want to have those as high as you can. You guys can look at my badge loadout. I get 35 defensive badges, and this is what I decided to do with them. I don't feel like I could have a better loadout. Sometimes I will switch, you know, I'll take off Interceptor or something of that sort, or post move lockdown if I'm not going to be dealing with the pain beast and stuff. I don't feel like I need that, so I'll take something like that off and put on pogo stick, and then I got another extra badge I can put on, you know, wherever I want and give my guys some boosts on their defensive abilities, you know, whatever the case may be. That's what I decided to do with my badges. That's what I think you guys should do with your badges and what badges I think are important. Make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please guys start hitting the bell so it can give you a notification when I'm live, and you guys can start pulling up, turning up with me, putting some song requests, and get me lit during the stream. Appreciate you guys. Once again, it's T Sween. I'll be back tonight for a stream. Make sure y'all pull up. I'm out.